Cancers, what is going on with you for this week? On Monday the 7th and Tuesday the 8th, we have a mutual theme on both of these days having to do with you being very serious about where you're putting your time and energy, what relationships you're putting your time and energy into, and this is also about your work, your career, your education. Spirit said that you're being fierce about self-protection and preservation, and I think that that's very wise. I also feel that you're going to have some major payout for doing this later on down the road, and I do get the impression that this is sort of the final lesson in what has been a karmic process for you. So that is really something to celebrate. Now on Wednesday the 9th, there is talk leading into Thursday the 10th of you feeling some type of disappointment. There's a realization, there would be news, something would be uncovered in regards to a child, a family member, a love partner, possibly a boss, anyone that you're in close proximity with in a relationship. You are realizing something about their choices that you don't really care for. And what I think is interesting about this is that while it isn't your stuff, your first instinct is going to be to take it on as though it is. And Spirit wants to make sure you don't make that mistake, because that would also be like backpedaling on some of the advancements that we were just talking about earlier in the week. Now on Thursday the 10th, this thing sort of comes to a head, so to speak, or you're going to have to make a decision about what your reaction is going to be by that day. And what your ancestors and guides are talking about here is what is mine and what is others. And that is super important to understand, that not everything is your responsibility, and that you should also not be absorbing other people's baggage or stuff into your own energy field. Now on Friday the 11th and Saturday the 12th, there's talk of you shedding the old and getting into the new. And so on Saturday the 12th, there's a lot of excitement about this. It's sort of a quiet, more humble hallelujah. And there is a lot of questioning about, where has the fun been? Where has the fun been? So if for a while you've been feeling like things are burdensome, you're not really feeling jazzed about life in any way, your energy is going to be rising and the fun is really showing up at that time. Now on Friday the 11th, there is also talk of this applying, this shedding away of the old, possibly to a health routine, maybe weight loss. It could also be any kind of baggage that you've been carrying around mentally or emotionally that you really need to let go of. On Sunday the 13th, there is talk of others offering you support. And I thought this was a really lovely thing, because they showed up as dogs, which has a lot to do with loyalty. They were also showing up as your ancestors, bringing something forward to you that you need or want. This support is going to be coming through living people around you or an opportunity, but know that it was backed by loyal supporters on the other side. That's a beautiful thing. Don't forget to thank them. On Monday the 14th, there's talk of you feeling good about a new situation having to do with your job, your career, your education. This could be your side hustle taking off, or if you're involved in the media in any way, it could be taking off for you, you being seen. But I don't know that you really thought you would feel as good about it as you do. So that's also something to celebrate. And Spirit wants you this week to really focus on how good you actually feel energetically in new situations that you may have either pushed away from you, had a negative attitude about, or the way that you would have been trying to hold on to people or situations that are now being released. Look at how good you feel. So take the time to examine that, learn the lessons, and Cancers, have a beautiful week.